Welcome all of you to Montes Chat. Today I have some very, very interesting people that have come to visit us here in the tropics. So it's Montes Chat. Today we have with us, I'm Monty, for those of you who don't know, world traveler, musician, father, husband, and jack of a few trades and master of a few things. So here they are, ladies and gentlemen. We're so excited to have them visiting us today, and I'll let them introduce themselves to you.
So my name is Rita, and I come from Denmark, and I'm very, very happy to be here in the Caribbean, in Aruba, visiting Monte and family.
Hi there, my name is Jørgen, and I'm so happy to be able to see you, see Monte, and be here. Thank you.
All right, so they have come over to visit Aruba, and I know they told me they have a wonderful time so far, and they've been with us for a while, and they've been doing everything. Some of the things I haven't even done. So
and that's actually where we want to give the credit to the Lord, because He has done it. Talking about all the things we've been seeing is because He has brought us to pleasant places and brought it to our attention every day, how good and how sweet and how precious the Lord is doing that for us.
I think we can say that to start the day with a good united devotion, I think it's really nice that we can be together and read the Word and pray together, because that's when things happen. And that's when we involve the Lord in what we are doing. He does help us.
Definitely, yes.
They're a wonderful couple, because I mean, for years ago, we benefited so much from a lot of their work for the Lord. Like they do a lot of outreach and social works to help people in need, and a lot of things. I think as a result of their work, we received many of our costumes years ago, where they collected clothes and uniforms and shoes and tons of stuff. And we happened to stumble on some of the things that they have gathered together for people in the Middle East. I believe you worked in
yes, I worked in the Middle East, and the inspiring thing for us is how the Lord has put things on our path, and the opportunity to see, oh, that would be nice that somebody else beside us want to help, and through that people have sponsored and contributed because they felt they wanted to be a part in doing something and make a difference in other people's life. And that has been really inspiring and exciting for us along the way.
Mm-hmm. So you have worked in the Middle East for many years.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised how people can do things, and like kind of loving God or Christians in the Middle East, and still be able to produce and do things for the Lord in that way. And how are you finding people who receive it?
How you can do that is if you find something that you have in common. And for me, while being there, was what we have in common is our faith in God. That God is love. God wants to help you, bless you, do something, and then you find common ground, and then you start working together. And you don't have to proselytize or do this or that. You see the need, and then you start doing something. They invite you, and you say, well, I can do something, and before you know it, you're working together.
Wow. Are you well received? Do people react very positively according to what you're doing?
Yes.
That's amazing. That is one of my years. In the Middle East, I was like, oh, the infidels. But you want to, that's really making it.
Yeah, if you don't proselytize, if you don't start kind of thumbing something or drumming something down their throat or anything like that, you come and you come in a humble attitude that we can learn from you as well as we can do something for you, then they are more than happy to greet you welcome. They want to be part of the Western world. They want to be part of a world that they are not. They have so many troubles. They have so much problems, and they want to greet you in and be part of where you come from. And, yeah.
That is cool. That's what I mean. I always, when you told me that, I mean, you know, I'm seeing other people who love God, you know, and who are able to work in a lot of the Middle Eastern countries, you know, that's quite encouraging. So
it comes down to it that we're human beings. We have pretty much the same heart, and yeah, if you're, you know.
I would like to add that God, He knows what we are going to be best at. He has a purpose for us. And when we start out, we might not feel like we are able to do very much. But for me personally, how I got involved in the humanitarian aid and collecting tons, pallets, hundreds of pallets of humanitarian aid, of new stuff, newly produced clothes and shoes and things from factories. When somebody suggested that, how about trying that, I didn't feel like that was something I could do, because I had never been used. I didn't grow up with a phone in the house when I lived with my parents. So it was a scary thing to use a phone, but that made me desperate, and I prayed, and then the Lord came through and He did it. And I know it goes for every area of our lives.
That's exactly it. That when you surrender, when you submit yourself to God, and you're thankful in what He has done for you, and then you say, use me. And then He begins to show you what He can really use you. How that can be prepare a meal for somebody, be in childcare, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, so of course it's very good to be qualified and educated, but you can always, in your heart and with your heart, you can see a need, and then you can do something about it. And if you're positive and you're willing, you'll find a way, you'll make a way for how He can be glorified in your life.
It's so needed now, you know, because I know you see all these organizations, let's say these world organizations like the United Nations, and a lot of these larger organizations. You wonder what does it might little help get to these people. So.
Exactly. Yeah. But for instance, I have been 40 years now living by faith, where people have been interested and they have been seeing what we as, Christian volunteers have been doing. Like, I have a relationship with the Lord and I'd really like to do something, and we got together. But, we cannot maybe work with you, but we can supply you with this. Okay, well then we will take it and we will put it into production for the people. If they need clothes, okay, can you supply some clothing for these people? They need clothing there, or food. Yeah, they need food, and then we will distribute it for you. We work for free.
Wow,
and that
so
way
cool.
it's possible. You can live by faith.
Well, having a worldview, like a more Bible worldview, biblical worldview, how did you guys begin? How did you enter into knowing, or coming to know Him? And He inspiring your work and inspiring you to do something for Him and others.
Yes. Yeah. I guess if I sum it up quickly or briefly, because it's over a long while. It's like ever since I was a little child, a little girl, I wanted to know about the Lord. And so I grew up and I learned in school a bit about it, and in getting to know about Jesus, I wanted to know more, and he was faithful to bring it along in school, and the Christian school, you know,
So you went to a Christian, or
well, more or less. It's like you
government
yeah.
school, or
Schools are different.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. It's really true. You know,
Yeah.
God, man, it's changed quite a
It's
bit.
not you don't have
really
that in
true.
school so much anymore. But anyways, it's just I know I got to know about the Lord, and I wanted to know more and more about the Lord, and that then happened that I one day, well, I thought, oh, you need to be a nurse, study to become a nurse, and then you can go out and do something for the Lord through that. Until I then found out, well, opening my heart and receiving the Lord, then I give him a chance to work. And then let him decide what he wants to and how he can use me. So I didn't have to wait that long before I could actually go out and be a volunteer and freelance and then going out with my backpack into the world, and we were a small group of people, and then we became more, and when we were more, when
So you were quite young when you started.
I was 5 years when I opened my heart to, after having tried all different kinds of educations, commercial or as a nurse or as a clerk in a shop, and different, and nothing satisfied me. I felt like that's not really what the Lord wants me to do for him. So then when I was introduced to, well, open your heart, receive him, and thank him for your salvation and what he has done. He has given his life for you. Now, if you're thankful, you show him. And that's what happened.
Really
I became
cool.
so happy and thankful that I was always looking for, an opportunity to see, where can I be and what can I do for the Lord. So I got together with people, young people who also were volunteer and also wanted to do something for the Lord. And together we just, wherever the need was, I was there with them.
So it wasn't like any kind of or something like that. The Lord just encouraged you.
Exactly.
To do something.
They had the same, we must be able to do with whatever we've got, we must be able to use it for the Lord's glory. And if he's in your life, then when he's ruling in your life, you don't have to worry anymore, because he's with you. And he did and has done for about 40 years now.
What?
I have no worry.
40 years?
Yeah, for sure. It's
That's
like that.
cool.
Yeah.
Still working like a lot of these guys. I met the guy the other day. He was talking about the new IT chat box, the chat. And then all of a sudden, God is dead. Like, you don't even read, a lot of people sometimes don't read the Bible or know. So you're just like you were a classic examples of God, how working in your life.
God is alive. God is love, and if you feel and sense and see love around you in everything like that is beautiful, then and you can almost feel him saying, "Oh, that is good," and give him the credit then for it. Yes, it is good, and thank God for that.
That is so cool.
That's kind of what the sense is, the purpose with life is to see where he's working.
That's great. That's really encouraging. Like, you really need that more than ever. Like, such a crazy world nowadays. They need to see that sample. God, you guys are it. The Lord's really using you to like get off of it.
I'm thinking about
So
something.
Jordan?
I was just thinking this AI, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, we're talking. Everybody's doing
There's a British fellow called John Knox that is very good about it. You can find him on YouTube. John Knox.
John Knox.
Is that right? John Knox?
I'm not exactly sure.
And he really kind of explains all the
Yeah,
details about it.
he's a scientist, he's a Christian.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
nice
good
to
talk.
hear it from a Christian.
Oh God, it's like it's so many people, and here they are on the other side of the world. That encourages me. Here they're from Denmark. They believe in God. They're following to the best of their abilities what He's leading them to do, and He's really working in their lives. And over 40 years now, it's got to be that's always encourages me to see God working in people's lives. We need it so much. And that samples.
Right now, I was thinking about this thing we are trying to enumerate in First Colossians 3:17 about how God, the Lord doesn't look at whether you are Greek or Jew or you're circumcised or not circumcised. The thing that matters is not what nationality or where you come from. The thing that matters is that you are a new creature in Christ Jesus.
There you go.
That's very much, and then you pretty much can, learn how to get together and get along together.
That's what I'm so encouraged about. People are just the world's in each other's throat right now. Everybody's like, I don't like Joe because this, and I don't like this country because they need this and that. But to see Christians working together, loving each other, people in faith, and that really encourages me. There's got to be God.
Right.
How can people work so well together unless something outside of them gives them the power to operate like that? Because, man, some of the people just can't even stand each other for 15 minutes or so.
To humble yourself and realize I'm only a human being. God created you.
That is so cool.
Right?
Joy was so you were bringing something out about like your calling. Yeah, how did you do that? Just a quick little thing. Also,
I met some friends, some people that became my friends, but at that time I thought I was an atheist. At least that's what.
Oh, you were an atheist?
That's from I was 13. I can remember the day I decided to become an atheist because I didn't know anything about Christianity. The only thing I knew about Christianity was a girl from Jehovah's Witnesses that I was in the same class, but I never talked to her, and so I didn't even know anything about her kind of Christianity. But I decided one day I was walking on the field that I don't want to believe in God anymore. I remember the light pole that was standing there. And that's how it was for 12 years until I met these people that became my friends, but they weren't Christians. And so every time they started to talk too much about religion and their beliefs, I kind of disappeared, and I went traveling to Norway and to other parts of Denmark.
what were you like kind of this?
No, not really, but I just quit my job because I had an orphanage, because I wanted to do something different. But then I traveled all these places, but all the time I came back. And one time when I was traveling, I was sleeping out in the forest and trying to dry my clothes on by candlelight on the plastic sheets. And I woke up in the middle of the night that my clothes were in flame, my jacket and my sweater. So next day I decided to take the train, go back to Denmark, and I met one of the people I got to know, and he asked me if I would like to receive Jesus as my Savior, and I said yes.
Definitely.
That's really cool.
Yeah, God, He works in mysterious ways, His wonders to perform,
Oh,
and getting you
awesome.
close to Him. So
Awesome.
definitely, yeah, He has
So-
His ways.
It's always just every testimony, every example of people meeting Jesus is always exciting for me. So I just want to say to you guys out there, like I say, Montes Chat, I really like to encourage all of you now. And the world is more freaked out. I'm freaked out. I'm not freaked out because of Jesus, but it's the situation right now is really crazy. And like these,
There's hope.
so, yeah.
It doesn't matter how crazy and how bad the world gets. If you have the Lord, then you have somebody you can turn to, and you can ask Him. You can have Him as your closest friend to ask you about what's going on, and He'll say, "Okay, it's okay. I'll as
That's
long as
okay.
I'm in control, and it's going to get solved by me at some point, but I'm just going to give people a chance to make the choices and decisions in my favor if possible."
So you heard it today, guys. We just enjoy each other. It's just nice to meet people on the other side of the world. We're over here in the South, in Aruba, and we just got to try to let you meet a lot of our friends, and they're very people that are coming over. We just like to say if you'd like to visit us down south, here in the travels you can. And I just want to thank Jordan and Rita for coming over, and we had a wonderful day, and they had a wonderful time in Aruba, and we'd like to welcome all of you to come by and visit us here. And well, you heard today on Montes Chat. We just were talking all day, but I'd like to introduce them to you and just say that you're welcome to come and visit us down here at the Topics as well. And I hope their testimony gave you an idea of what you can have as well. So, we'd like to wish, as usual, I try to encourage all of you, just to know the Lord, and we'd just like to wish you a very, very nice week, and just want to thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to subscribe, share the videos, watch the videos to the end that I have, and maybe you can learn something that can change your life for good. So we'd like to wish you a super, super, super Sunday. Until next time, bye-bye from all of us here in Aruba.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye, all.
Have a nice one. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.